Manchester World Sport 2008.
Football is of course associated with this city all over the world, and in 2008, in actual fact on the 14th of May, the City of Manchester Stadium is playing host to the UEFA Cup final. Now that is a competition where 80 of the Europe's best are starting their journey now really to see if they can qualify for that final. And when you consider who's won it in the past, people like Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, and of course the great Liverpool, well, you're definitely going to see the world's best here.
One of the real reasons that we thought it would be absolutely fantastic to win the UEFA Cup final here is that we've got a fantastic stadium, of course the stadium that was built for the Commonwealth Games and is now the City of Manchester Stadium, home to Manchester City. We're a great footballing city.
Well, Manchester takes the UEFA Cup final in its stride really. It's been here before, we've had the European Cup. Really the impact is on the city centre, the atmosphere in the city centre totally changes. It's a friendly atmosphere, we get both sides enjoying themselves. The city centre can cope with that now. It's got the hotels and restaurants and bars and cafes, and it's just a fantastic atmosphere. The City Council gets behind it and it makes the squares in Manchester really attractive, and then the whole event takes off and is a great finale.
I was fortunate enough to play for both Manchester United and Manchester City. I've lived in the city for a long time, a very, very, very long time. So it's absolutely lovely that, I am involved. And you couldn't really pick a better city than Manchester to have the final.
One of the great things about Manchester is that if you look at any year in Manchester, you've got an event-packed calendar, and so all of the events that take place that bring people to a city and that add to the culture and the vibrancy of a city will be taking place, as well as all of these major sporting events. So you're still going to have Manchester Pride, you're still going to have the Food and Drink Festival, you're still going to have so many of the other festivals, the Poetry Festival that take place, Queer Up North. All of those things are still going to be taking place, and again it's adding to the vibrancy of the city.
There's so many different things happening in and around Manchester, and lovely hotels, the people are lovely, some nice Scottish people in the population of Manchester, so yeah, they'll love it.
But I would recommend any visitor who came to Manchester, have a look. There's some real hidden gems. Castlefields a bit of a hidden gem. You can come to Manchester and not experience the sort of the real cradle of the Industrial Revolution in our city. So I think people should go down there. I think people should certainly go and see the John Rylands Library. Absolutely stunning renovation of this little hidden gem down on Deansgate.
It's a fantastic year of sport for Manchester in 2008. It's a place where sponsors, where people who just live and work, who take an interest in Manchester are going to see some remarkable events.
Coming from a sort of mill town really, to a city where they had another team as well, it was completely different. There was this atmosphere, there was this rivalry between United and City, and a healthy one. And I realised that this city of Manchester is football crazy.
Over 200 countries are taking live television pictures of the competition, so once again an opportunity for the City of Manchester to really show itself off at its very best.